Wow. I loving that vibe, Carrie.
Yeah, I know, right?
Where did the music go? That's the music of Juss, Lizz, Trinidad and Tobago national once again.
Right.
And known her for her outgoing personality and her soulful voice. Singer entrepreneur Juss Lizz joins us right now via Zoom. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good to have you on the program. I love the music that we're hearing in the background. You're going to tell us about your Lightbox TT feature and so much more. How are you doing?
I'm good. Like, woke up early this morning, did some stretches, drank some water. Everything is great.
Wonderful. Tell us about, so, there might be some people who are not familiar with Juss Lizz. Tell us about yourself and your musical journey.
Okay, well, I professionally started music at the age of 18, but I've been singing since I was like around 6, just peeping out the window and just singing, hoping that the neighbor would hear me.
Did they hear you?
I think they did, because I remember that once my neighbor kind of watched up and she was like, Yeah. From there, I actually started off as a rapper. I wasn't actually in the R&B or soul genre.
Right.
So I was more of a rapper at one point in time, and I actually recently transitioned, like within the last 2 years, into R&B.
Yeah. What made you transition? Why did you make the switch?
With the rap industry in Trinidad, is a little bit harder for a female to kind of just keep her foot in there for long periods. At least that's my experience thus far. I felt like I had all the hard bars, but just not the paying gigs.
Yeah,
So it was like, nah.
Yeah. And is it better now?
It is way better.
It
now,
is?
actually, way better.
But that's good to know. That's really good to know. How do you describe your style of music?
Oh, well, it's like a mix of modern day soul, neo soul, R&B.
Yeah.
Sometimes I add in a little Trinidad flavor in between here and there, a little Trini twang, but it's mostly R&B actually.
Nice. So your featured performance with Lightbox TT drops soon. What can we expect?
Oh, well, you could expect one of the mixtures of the Trini kind of twang, the Caribbean twang, because it's a cover of Richie Spice's Brown Skin, actually.
Nice.
Something like a cover with my own flavor to it.
Right. And what was that
That's what you guys
experience?
will be expecting.
What was that experience like?
It was so much fun. When I went in and I saw the room, it was so professionally done. I was so shook. They are really good people. They did extremely well in terms of the recording. They moved extremely fast, which was the next shocker to me.
Yes.
I reached a little bit.
Why? Because everyone else moves much slower when they're recording.
Some people, the experience that I would have had before, some people kind of take their time.
Yeah.
But with these folks, they were extremely professional. They moved extremely quickly. They didn't have no kind of issues. They know what they were doing. And I really love the Lightbox team, actually. They really,
professionalism is key, isn't it? But your music itself is so beautiful. We were listening to it coming in. We have a video to share as we lead out of the interview. But where do you go to? What space do you go to work in that professional space, even as yourself, Juss Lizz?
Okay. Well, I usually just pull from past experiences that I would have had, or like I find like with artists and songwriters like myself, we are more storytellers. So we could pull from any kind of aspect of our life or somebody else's life. For me personally, I go into a kind of zone. I have to be by myself most of the time to focus. So I would go in a little corner in the house and sit down and just write. So if something inspires me, if I have a topic that is on my mind, I would try to put words and melody to it. If I have something that I want to portray, I try to at least make a melody that would form that specific feeling that I'm having. So it could really showcase itself within the song that I'm actually gonna do.
In addition to doing music, you also launched Juss Lizz gluten-free treats. You're an entrepreneur. How has that been going? Tell us about it.
Oh, it's been going really good so far. I'm so thankful for the support that I'm getting from my folks, all my friends. I'm shocked because I really started it because I myself was going on a health journey. And I felt like I wanted sweets because I have a serious sweet tooth. That was why. That's legitimately why. And I felt like I needed to kind of give that to the public as well. I didn't want to hold that to myself. So I decided to give everybody sweets as well.
Well, not too much sweetness, but we want a little bit of sweetness, right? So how can persons connect with you for your music and for your gluten-free treats?
Oh, well, you can connect with me on like every social is Just Lizz, either Just Lizz or officially Just Lizz.
Yeah.
That's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes.
Everywhere.
And with, I try to keep it consistent across the board so it wouldn't be hard to find me. And with my gluten-free treats, it's legitimately Just Lizz gluten-free treats.
Wonderful.
On Facebook and Instagram.
All right, well, I wouldn't put you on the spot and ask you to rap for me because you said you used to rap because we have a video that we want to show and we are coming really close to the top of the show. So I want to thank you so much, Just Lizz, and continued success in all that you do. And we're going to show your video.
Thank you guys for having me.
Wonderful. This brings us to the end of the show. Remember to make a difference today now. See you tomorrow, guys. Be safe. Mwah. Here's Just Lizz.
Take a chance and just live in the moment. Live it. The day is a day, so just own it. Let's go.